What is up, guys? So I get this question every day. What is my favorite gaming phone in that $200 price range? So I got three phones here that I usually recommend because they're some of my favorite phones to game on. So we have the Redmi Note 8 Pro, the Bold M1, and the LG V40. Now, also another great gaming phone is the LG G7, but it is smaller than these phones in terms of screen size. And I notice a lot of people just want a bigger phone with gaming, so I kind of left that one out. But that is also a good one for compact gaming in that $200 price range. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the pros and cons of each phone. So one of my favorites is the Note 8 Pro because of the form factor. It's got a beautiful design, and we're just talking about the phone right now. Beautiful feeling design. When you feel it in the hand, it's really nice, and this is the phone that actually stays the coolest when gaming thanks to the technology that they put in here. It is really cool that it just does not really get hot at all. So that is really awesome if you're going to be doing long-term gaming. If you had that issue before with heating, this phone has no problem. Now, these phones don't get super hot, the Bold M1 or the LG V40, but they do get a little bit warm when you're gaming. This phone usually stays very cool, which is awesome. So IPS display, AMOLED display, and a POLED display. Now, obviously, for gaming, you're gonna want an AMOLED display because it's just better. It gives off better colors. But a lot of people don't really care about that, I've noticed. So it's not a huge thing. And also, you don't get screen burn-ins with an IPS display. It's another reason why I like the Note 8 Pro. But these displays do look better, and they do support that always-on function as well, which is very nice. But in terms of the displays on all these phones, they're very nice, very nice big displays for gaming. Now, they all have a notch except for the Bold M1. That's one of the main reasons you're going to want to look at the Bold M1. It's not as powerful as the V40 or the Note 8 Pro. Now, you're running the Helio G90T on the Note 8 Pro, and you're running the Helio P70, I believe, on the Bold M1, and you have the Snapdragon 845 on the V40, and these two will play games on high, the V40 and the Note 8 Pro. It'll play every game on high: Fortnite, PUBG, 6 gigs, 4 gigs, and 6 gigs of RAM. So you don't have to worry about that. So it will play those games. The Bold M1 will not. It does not support PUBG, or I'm sorry, it does not support Fortnite. But you will be able to play games like Call of Duty, PUBG, no problem. But you just won't be able to play it at the highest and best settings like on the Note 8 Pro and the V40. Now, I know what you're saying, why I put the Bold M1 on this list anyway. For $200 now, you can get it right now renewed for I think $170. Apparently, from one of my subscribers pointed out something that they have that virus in China, and it's messing with manufacturers and stuff like that. So you will be able to get the new version hopefully soon once that gets resolved. But right now, the renewed version links will be down below for all of these phones. But I just like to game, me personally, on a full screen display. My main phone that I usually game on is the 7 Pro, but it's more expensive, and this is like the little baby 7 Pro. So if you're really into the no notch gang, then definitely the Bold M1 is the way to go. It's a really good gaming phone, especially because it has that AMOLED display as well at this very cheap price point. Now, as far as speaker quality, I think the Note 8 Pro has the best speaker. I think it would go Note 8 Pro, LG V40, and then the Bold M1 for speaker quality. They're all very decent. The Note 8 Pro is just a little bit more louder than the V40 from what I'm hearing. And yeah, so if that definitely concerns you, having a good speaker, if you're talking into the mic on your phone and playing with other people, then that's definitely something you're going to want to have a very nice, loud and crystal clear speaker here. Now, let's talk about the rest of the phone software wise. So you will be getting Android 10 on all of these devices, the V40, Bold M1, and the Note 8 Pro. So that is no concern there. So you will have the latest software hopefully by this year. You should have it by this year on all these devices is from what is being promised. So as far as battery life, so I know that's very important for gaming. I think battery life again goes to the Note 8 Pro here because it's just I think you get around 7 to 8 hours of screen on time on the Note 8 Pro, and you get around 6 to 7 hours on the Bold M1, and you're only getting around 6 hours and 30 minutes on the V40 for gaming and just very stress heavy stuff. So it is what it is. The Note 8 Pro is definitely more battery efficient here. Now, something that the Note 8 does not have is the wireless charging, which the Bold M1 and the LG V40 both have. And if you've never tried wireless charging, it's extremely convenient to just put your phone down and let it charge. It's definitely more convenient than plugging it up. If you haven't tried it, you really have to get a wireless charging phone. It's very, very convenient. I can't stress that enough. But you do have fast charging on all of these phones, so your phones will charge up pretty fast. Okay, so what about the rest of the phone? So as far as the designs and premium feeling, these phones are all premium feeling. That's why I love each one. They're all glass and metal designs, except the Note 8 Pro. This has a plastic railing on these sides, but it's actually the still feels the most premium feeling because of how heavy it feels, and you have that glass design. I think it looks the best out of these two phones. But yeah, they all feel extremely premium. Now, as far as cameras, it would go the Note 8 Pro. I like the pictures on here better. They're crystal clear, really good dynamic range, good color science, and the V40 would be next. Very good color science again, great dynamic range. You have a triple camera setup. The V40 or the Note 8 Pro has that macro camera, which I love. And the Bold M1 is probably the most underwhelming in the camera department out of these three, because you do not have the ultra wide camera on here. They opted for the depth sensor, which is something that is missing on the Bold M1. I really like the ultra wide, and it's just not missing. Now, as far as photos, it takes pretty decent photos, but definitely these two would be the better one. Now, something that the Bold M1 has that I just absolutely love, and it gets cool points, is the in-display fingerprint scanner, as you can see. So besides the full screen display, the in-display fingerprint scanner is just very cool. I absolutely love it. It definitely feels more modern than the physical fingerprint scanners you have on the V40 and the Note 8 Pro. So that is something to think about. It might not matter to a lot of people, but if you're like, a tech geek nerd or whatever, that's just really cool to have that in-display fingerprint scanner. So these are my favorite phones. Like I said, the G7 is definitely up there at a crazy price right now. I think it's $140. So I will list that one down below as well, because it's one of my favorites. It's just small, 6.1 inches. A lot of people don't like the smaller form factor, but I'll list it down there anyway. What do you guys think? What are your favorite gaming phones in this $200 price point? Be sure to let me know. I was going to include the G8, but honestly the G8 is $260, and after taxes you're looking at around $280, so that's almost $300. So I couldn't really include that one, but yeah, so all these phones are closer to $200. And the Note 8 Pro, you have to watch it, because this one will skyrocket in price and then shoot right back down a couple days later. So watch the price on here, because it will skyrocket and then shoot right back down. It does it every week. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.